Welcome to the Point Second Podcast. My name is James Keeley. With me, as always, is Sammy Schaefer. How you doing, Sammy?
Doing good. How about you?
Good, buddy. Episode 6 available Tuesday morning. We're putting them out at 5 a.m.
Nice.
Early morning commuters. 5 a.m. Central Time.
That's early.
My 6 a.m. Floridians.
Oof.
Up and at 'em. Getting this PTP action early.
I think we have too much energy for 5 a.m.
Yeah, we do have... Listen, we're better than coffee.
Yeah, we are. There we go.
Started. Remember episode 1 of season 1? Very low energy.
That put people to sleep at 5 a.m.
I hope there's no record of that. I hope we burned everything.
Actually, I agree with you. I'm going to start listening to that at night when I can't sleep.
Oh, boy.
Because it'll put me to bed.
I was like, sports are good.
Hey, Point Sig Pod.
You should take my picks. Love me, America. Sammy, everyone's liking this Ask the PTP segment.
Nice.
We're going to go right into it.
Perfect.
Bam. Ask the PTP. All right, Sam, let's get right to it. The biggest story in football, unfortunately.
Mm-hmm.
What is the first question?
Should Tua be done with football?
Yeah, this is from our old buddy Bill S. Tansbury down in South Florida. It's a legitimate question.
Yeah, I think
the second question is what?
Are all Bama grads soft?
Not a legitimate question. Not a legitimate question. And coming from a Gator who they're about to fire their coach.
Wow, there's some bad blood here.
So we're going to throw out that second question. Not sure you're going to get a parlay ticket. I don't know if I want this guy having more money.
You just revoked his parlay ticket.
I think he's ineligible. He's one of my best friends in the world, but I'm not putting up with his malarkey. His lovely wife, I hope, is listening to this and gives him the business. He's like, we need to win more money so you can bet more money for me. And then I lose, and he's like, maybe Sam should make my picks.
Yes. I'll start. You know what? You'll lose a lot faster, but I would love to do that.
Yeah, let's put an end to your suffering right away. All right. Should Tua be done with football? Okay, so he signed a giant contract in the offseason, like $250 million. A lot of Dolphin fans were maybe not thrilled with it. We didn't really need to lock him up because of his injury history. He had a lot of concussions 2 years ago, and then he did some jiu-jitsu or whatever, some martial arts, learned how to fall better, but it took away sort of his running. So this year he starts running all over the place, and I'm cringing every time. And, of course, the inevitable happened.
Game 1, right?
And, boy, did he get his bell rung really hard.
Yeah.
It looked really, really horrible.
You know, to be honest with you, it didn't look concussion hard. Like, the way he got hit, I was surprised he got a concussion until I realized his history.
Yeah.
It didn't seem like it was just such a hard hit it would cause that bad of a concussion, but, you know, it did. I'm not saying he's a weak or anything. I just was surprised.
We've seen harder hits, right?
Yeah.
But certain quarterbacks, there was a quarterback across the way from him in that game, Josh Allen, who takes a ton of hits. Josh Allen is 6'6", 245, whatever he is.
Yeah.
He's a big, sturdy guy, takes a lot of hits, doesn't seem to bother him. Tua has a history of being a little bit problematic with injuries.
It leads with his chin.
Leads with his chin, and his head went sideways. It didn't go well, and then he did the whole hand trimmer thing, and it was ugly, and it was pretty scary.
It's a bit scary.
Should he be done with football? He says he's not going to, and if he comes back, he's going to make a significant amount more money. I think if he quits today, he gets like $44 million guaranteed. He's already made quite a bit of money, but he signed like a $250 million deal. Might as well play that out. But is it worth it? If your brain's going to be mashed potatoes in 12 years.
How old is he? Do you know offhand?
I think he's like 27.
I mean, I'd hate to see him 40 and stuck in a wheelchair, doesn't know who he is. $40 million, you could live on the rest of your life with $40 million.
Yeah.
I say you take that money and just enjoy yourself.
Yeah, I mean, he's a competitor. This is his whole life.
Yeah.
But, hey, people get career-ending injuries, and they don't get that money. Do you feel bad for a human being? Yes. But do I feel like... Do we need to screech the season to a halt to make sure he's ready when he's ready? The NFL used to sell videos when we were growing up of the most, bone-shattering hits, and look at him throwing up from that. What happened there?
Oh, yeah, I remember some of those videos that they'd be twisting the quarterback's helmet off.
Yeah, it was like all the Lawrence Taylor just like abusing people and ripping people's heads off. And it's a game based on violence.
Yes.
Okay, we give people brain diseases. I've said this before. Okay, that's your job, to go out and put on a show, and unfortunately you're going to put yourself in harm's way. But we're the guys that have to spend $400 for a ticket and $17 for a beer, and nobody's saying, hey, pump the brakes. The fans are getting gouged here. No, they're saying, give me $250 million, and I'll go out there, and if I get my head caved in, I get my head caved in. If I get hit in the chest and I almost die on the field like Damar Hamlin, it's part of the deal. We don't stop the show. The day after Damar Hamlin went down on the field, and his heart stopped. They had to resuscitate him. Everybody's going, they should have stopped the game right away. End it. Blah blah blah.
Oh yeah, because I think the other team was got ready to go out on the field, and it's like, well, they didn't know.
Well, they didn't know.
It's part of the game.
But also, like, take him into the back and figure it out. There's 70,000 people there. The next day, I went to Costco. An old man like collapsed. They're like working him, and people are like, I can't get my cart around this old piece of shit.
I just need to get to the potatoes.
Right. The strawberries are going bad. Well, yeah. So people are very virtue signally around what's on, what they think they're supposed to. So no one cares. No one cares about it in the long run. But they want to say, could you believe this barbaric game? Yeah, it's a barbaric game.
It's football.
And they wear these, they wear protective gear and they do what they can. But these are world-class athletes flying around the field and launching their bodies into your fucking head.
They made that choice. They knew what they got themselves into.
So the question is, should he retire? I don't care. As a Dolphin fan, I kind of hope he does because I know this is going to be a problem. But I don't care. If you want to do it, we don't tell boxers they can't box anymore. Like we don't tell anybody, we don't tell MMA fighters, we don't tell anybody that risks their brain that you can't do it. I'm a Bama grad. I love Tua. I'm a big fan of his, but I don't know him, and I don't know what's best for his family.
Yeah.
If you wanna do that and put yourself at risk to make generational money, treat yourself. But if you're going to kind of hang around and ruin my franchise, please retire.
Maybe learn to slide feet first.
Feet first, or just don't run.
Or don't run. Find the sideline.
Yeah.
Just do better at it, at avoiding the contact.
I don't like, my coaches annoy me too. You kind of resemble Mike McDaniel. I'm getting a little mad at you, and you're my friend. It's you got to do the Mike McDaniel for Halloween.
Okay.
And I'll do a Dolphin fan that wants to kill you.
Okay.
That's where it's headed. By October, this is going to be this face. And your second question. All Bama grads are not tough. We have some good ones. Like old Hulkamania over here.
Nice.
All right. Sammy?
Yeah.
What's on the show?
All right. We've got the Donald Ducks, the Bears down, and the Dolphins are done.
We went over that. The Dolphins are done. Mm-hmm. They sure are.
You kind of foreshadowed that one.
Start the show. All right, Sammy. Episode 5 was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
We got Shannon Sharp on the show.
Our first celebrity.
He was so nice.
He was very, very nice, considering everything that was going on.
And contrite.
Yeah.
He was like, I want to apologize. Yeah. He lied to us. He said, it got hacked. My team is working. What a liar.
It's so bad because the female voice on the tape says Shay.
Oh, did I?
At least twice.
Yeah.
In fact, I'll quote it. She goes, "This is yours, Shay."
Wow.
What else would she be talking about, and who would she be talking to?
Maybe she gave him like a bag of pistachios. This is yours, Shay. This is yours.
So to think he can get away with saying got hacked, nobody believed him.
Oh, thank you for that bag of pistachios, my lady. These are good. Because he's a horse.
Yeah.
He's a Bronco horse. Yeah, so he finally did admit it. I guess they're like, look, she says your name and your birthday and your social security number there. It's definitely you.
She held up your driver's license.
Yeah. But there were some thoughts that maybe he was, like he did this on purpose.
You know what? But what does he have to gain from this? He's not like he's still relevant, right? Like, what does he gain from that?
He's relevant, but I didn't know he had a podcast.
Oh, that's true.
I didn't know a lot of the stuff. And his podcast, he got a lot of impressions after that.
Wait, I've seen his podcast. I'm surprised you didn't see it because he's had some pretty infamous ones.
I don't really watch a lot of podcasts.
No. I love it. You get so mad at people that won't watch ours, but then you don't watch any.
Well, I'm not a star that gets paid millions of dollars for that. This is sort of a real startup, real mom and pop shop.
His podcast isn't great, but he has some really controversial people on it. Like Cat Williams was on it, I believe. Right?
Okay, so he's known for doing a little bit of the stirring up.
Yeah, absolutely.
Stirring up some news. Mm-hmm. So maybe he's like, and it's not like it was embarrassing. He's on there.
Really giving it to
him.
Yeah.
Giving his best. And she's like, this is all yours.
Yeah.
It's not like she's saying, is it? Like,
oh, really?
Sure?
You're done already?
Yeah. No. She was like, ooh, this is so good. Okay. Maybe going too far.
Honestly, I don't know why he should be embarrassed. I mean, it was probably a knee-jerk reaction. But yeah, you know what? You're 65 and you're still plowing like that? Be proud.
He's not 65.
How old is he? Or 56 or something like that?
Something.
Oh yeah, I'm thinking of something. Okay.
Yeah.
But he's in his like 50s and still plowing hard like that. Be proud.
He's plowing hard.
Yeah, you know what? It's not like you're. Hey, give me a couple minutes. I got to take my pill. It's got to kick in.
Right.
He's kicking some ass.
He was bringing the ruckus.
Mhm.
He was bringing the ruckus.
Fly that flag.
Yeah. What else is what else are we talking about here?
All right.
Yeah, Donald Trump was a target of another assassination attempt.
Can you believe that? Okay, well, Donald Trump was targeted another assassination. That's twice in 1 year. Has there already been a president that's been attempted twice like that?
Not without with muskets and stuff. They're like one more shot, and they're like jamming the rod down there. No, and it's weird that people are more concerned about like Tua's concussion than a former president and a candidate to be president again, like getting all these shots taken out of him.
If you want to get really angry, go read some of the comments online about this, because there are people that think both of these were staged.
They think both of them are
They
staged.
think both of them are staged, and it's terrible. They can actually watch the videos. Well, I don't know. I didn't see a video on this one, but there's just no way it's staged. The conspiracy theories are everywhere.
I mean, one's probably going to be right. I don't know what it is, but
the one I'm reading now is both people that attempted the assassination were members of BlackRock or something like that, and that BlackRock is somehow coordinating all this, which is stupid. It's not real.
No.
But that's what's going online right now.
No. But yeah, I feel like no matter what side you're on, we should all go like, let's not do that.
That's 100%. We should all be like, okay, that's not good.
Hey, that's going to spark a civil war. So even if you're not an extreme right or left winger, like you don't want the bad actors to act out. If one of these candidates unfortunately loses their life, the bad actors on each side are going to really mess up our world.
Yeah. Oh, it's going to be so bad.
We've seen other situations that weren't as high profile, and they're shutting down highways, and they're doing this, and they're saying we want to get our way, and we're going to do whatever we can, and we don't need more of that.
No.
Okay? We also should respect that a government official or a potential politician who might run the free world shouldn't be subject to this. No one's going to take this job. We're already pissed that we're like, we have two bad candidates.
Yeah.
And then we're like, but it's okay if people shoot at their heads.
Yeah.
It's fine. You see Elon Musk kind of roll back a response?
No, I didn't see this.
Somebody said like, why are people shooting at Trump? And then his response was, and no one's even trying to assassinate Biden and Kamala. And people were like, okay.
That's pretty bad. That was dumb. One of the smartest guys in the world. You know better than that.
He deleted it and he rolled it back and he said, he was a little defensive about it. He was like, it's a joke, everybody, but it's a joke. And I love dark humor, but I think
you say that with your friends. You don't put that on social media.
When you have this much influence and followers and control over the narrative, you got to be a little careful. You don't want to like start activating nutbags.
No.
We've got plenty of that.
It's probably why Kennedy dropped out. He's like, nope, not with my family history.
Not with my family history.
I want nothing to do with this.
Too many headshots in that family history. Not good. Yeah, and there's not a patsy to blame it on this time. Conspiracy theorist. Yeah, we're a little too nonchalant about all these things. But in better news,
yeah,
you texted me the other day, and it basically said Indiana nudists love the PTP.
They do. You know what? All of you over there at the Ponderosa Sun Club, huge fans. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Ponderosa.
I passed the message along. You guys really enjoy the shows, I would love to do a remote segment there, but I don't know if I could get you on camera. That'd probably be against the rules.
Yeah. If I was packing a better situation here, I'd be all over that Ponderosa Club. I'd be real proud of what's going on. I'd be helicoptering all over that place. But I don't have the confidence that these wonderful people do, but we appreciate you being such fans. Anybody say anything particularly nice about me?
Well, your interview was the talk of the town over the weekend.
Oh, Shannon Sharp?
Yeah, your interview was, everyone loved it. Everyone absolutely loved it. Said you were so damn funny.
They like to get after that, just like Shannon Sharp does. Well, thanks to all the nudists around the world for enjoying the PTP. And I also did a little Beetlejuice on the last one, and you saw the Beetlejuice movie. We're going to have to talk about that at some point. But do you have a quick overview? Did you like it better than the first one?
Not better than the first one, but it's still worth watching.
Okay.
That's my quick overview.
If you got to score it, so it's worth watching, so it's over a 6.4.
Yeah, I'd say, 7, 8.
7-8?
8-1, yeah.
Really?
Mhm.
And what's the original Beetlejuice to you?
Oh, that's like 9 or low 9s. That's such a good movie.
It's a fun movie.
So good.
And Michael Keaton's great. Do you know that he changed his name back to his original name?
No, he did?
I saw an article.
That's recent, huh?
Yeah.
Because that's got to be in the last week or so, because I didn't hear anything about
He's
that.
going back to Michael Douglas, which I guess Michael Douglas is one foot in the grave if
Right.
Michael Keaton's going back to his original name, Michael Douglas.
Timing, right?
So he's like,
This guy's irrelevant now.
"Hey, I'm taking my name back, right? I'm in Beetlejuice too. You're nothing. You're nothing." So we'll hear more from Michael Keaton / Douglas once I get this impression down.
There you go.
All right, we got to talk some football. Did it go well? We'll find out. Spoiler alert, didn't go well. All right. College football picks. All right, Sammy. We took 4 college football games. I had 4 more that I was looking at, but I decided to lay off. Those ended up going like 2-2, I think. But let's go with what we took. What was the first game?
Sure. First game was Alabama at Wisconsin, and we took the Alabama team total over 33.5.
33.5. Okay, we put that in our parlay. What was the final score, Sammy?
Alabama 42-10.
So easy.
Oh, that was a good one.
That was a good one.
Yeah.
My Wisconsin fans or friends / fans were not happy with me. I was rubbing it in. We don't have Saban. We're still good. Jalen Milroe, our quarterback, on 196 yards passing and 3 passing touchdowns. Also has 75 rushing yards and 2 rushing touchdowns. 5 touchdowns from my boy.
Huge.
From my boy. The overhit in the third. Easy money. 1-0. What's next?
Good start. LSU at South Carolina. We took the over at 50.5.
Yeah, it dropped down to 48 by game time. I'm like, rats.
Okay.
Rats. What did it end up, though?
LSU 36-33.
So easy.
All right, another big hit.
69 points.
Mhm.
Shannon Sharp style. Yeah. Both teams, they could get a little slow sometimes, but they definitely spread it on. It was kind of back and forth. It was a big halftime score and everything. It was great. 2-0. What's
All right.
next?
Notre Dame at Purdue. We took Purdue plus 10.
Yeah. Loving that. Notre Dame lost to Northern Illinois 16-14 last week. I thought their backs were broken. Did Purdue get close to that plus 10? What was the final?
Notre Dame 66-7.
Just
Oh man, whoa! They didn't even score enough points to go.
59. They lost by 59 points.
Oh, 1 touchdown! Oh my God!
So close. So close. I love a game like that, though, when you know it's over right away. You don't have to spend 3 hours
Just know.
seeing your doom. All right, 2-1. Let's make it 3-1. What do we got?
Ole Miss at Wake Forest. We took the over at 63.5.
Yeah, I thought they were going to put up a lot of points in this. It went up to 64.5 by game time. Ole Miss is killing it, and Wake Forest was putting up some points. So what did we have?
Ole Miss 40-6.
6. Shame on you, Wake
Yeah,
Forest.
Wake
You're
Forest
at home.
Yeah.
40-6. 2-2 for the week. 5-7 on the season for college football. Oh well. We will move on to the next. I put a lot of effort into those picks.
did.
I put a lot of effort into those picks to break even. Boo. Don't worry. NFL's next. Let's hit it. NFL picks. All right, Sammy.
Yeah.
NFL. Back. I had a lot of kids' events to do, but I
Okay.
still was able to watch a little football.
Nice.
Thursday night, not so much. But it's, Dolphins. I'm going to find a way to watch it.
You figured out.
What was our first game?
Buffalo at Miami. We took the Jalen Waddle over at 64.5
Yeah.
receiving yards.
Yeah, and I definitely was going to take the Dolphins. We talked about the Tua situation. We knew it did not go well. But what happened at the game, Sammy? I don't know. I didn't put it up
You
there.
didn't put it up there.
But how many didn't go well?
Okay.
We lost by a whole lot.
You omitted on purpose.
33-10, I believe, was the final score. What was the Jalen Waddle?
4 receptions for 44 yards.
Yeah, we needed 64 and a
20
half.
short.
They pulled him in the fourth. They had Skylar Thompson in there. Tua just... This should have been easy.
Mhm.
I mean, Tua had... We were playing from behind, too, but once he went out, no dice. 0-1. Dolphin season looks terrible. Very sad. I'm back to wrestling T-shirts with vague political messages in them. All right, 0-1. What's next?
Tampa Bay at Detroit. We took the Tampa Bay team total over 20.5.
Okay, so let's get a little rise in action.
Mhm.
The Bucks beat Washington 37-20 the week before. The Buccaneers had 20 points in the third. We just needed one more point. What was the final score, Sammy?
Tampa Bay 20-16. 20. Just 20. Just 20.
Stings.
Sorry, that half a point's tough. It does sting.
Stings.
I'd rather see you miss by 3 than a half.
Yep. What's next, Sam?
LA Chargers at Carolina. We took the Chargers team total over 21.5.
Yeah. Carolina's not good. The Chargers have a new coach. We're 0-2. What's the final score?
Chargers 26-3.
Yay!
That one
We
hits.
win!
There you go.
We win. I don't have to beg people for money. There's enough begging. I should get one of those jobs where you get tips for handing people coffee.
Yeah, there you go.
Do that.
Well, that seems mandatory these days.
Maybe that'll come up later in the show. Okay, so we're 1-2. Next one.
Las Vegas at Baltimore. We took the Ravens team total over 25.5.
Yeah, I figured the Ravens would start, pulling away from some teams, get it going pretty good. They were tied at one point at the very end of the game. What was the final score, Sam?
Raiders 26-23.
23. That's not enough.
That's not enough.
That's not. If they would have
Just a
tied the
field
game, we
goal.
would have won.
Yeah, just something.
And they missed. Justin Tucker missed a field goal. He's one of the greatest kickers in the history of football. I don't know what's going on with Baltimore. We're gonna have to talk about them. So we went 1-3, lowly week. We're gonna bounce back, but it was rough. But there was a lot. Did you watch much football?
I watched, actually, so I got my antenna working.
Okay.
So I can see local games, but I can't, that's about all I can see.
So you're on the couch, fully nude, I presume.
Oh, of course.
I'm thinking like Dorito dust on your chest. You've already squoze out a couple.
Oh, yeah.
You've had a day.
I'm relaxed.
Commercial
I got
breaks.
it all out of my system.
Yeah, you're real oily. You're real oily. And you're watching some games.
Yeah.
Did you see what happened with the Panthers? We just talked about the score. They put up 3 points.
I did not see it, but I did hear about it, yeah.
And they benched their number 1 pick from last year, Bryce Young, today for Andy Dalton, who I think is in his late 70s. It's not looking good over in Carolina.
No.
But they don't have anybody around. I mean, if Andy Dalton could come in but Bryce Young, I think he had 84 yards passing, and he looked kind of lost out there. But he's used to playing on Alabama. Like, he's used to playing in a good situation. We're going to talk about that later with your boy Caleb Williams. You said Caleb last week. Callback. These really uber talented California quarterbacks, they come out and they get into the NFL and everything's a lot faster and everything's not as easy. And they either get overwhelmed or they answer the call. So we'll see what happens with Bryce Young. I hope he does well, but he's a small quarterback, and I don't know. And the pressure is because the second pick was C.J. Stroud for the Texans, and he's so far had a really impressive start to his career, and he's on a much, much better team. The Texans are a pretty good team, as we saw last night. The Panthers are the worst team in football. And it's not going to get any better.
And that was last year, too. They were the worst team, weren't they?
Yeah.
That sucks. Go 2 years in a row.
And that's why the Bears got the number 1 pick. The Bears fleeced them. The Giants are a very, very bad team. But I have some question marks. Falcons are playing right now versus the Eagles. I don't know what's happening. The last time I checked, it was 0-0. Are they bad, or did they just have a bad week? I don't think they're terrible. I think it's going to take a little while to gel. I don't think Kirk Cousins will be the quarterback the entire season. I think they'll eventually go to Michael Penix Jr., the rookie. Because Michael Penix is like 26 or 27 as a rookie. So he does not have a big learning curve, and he doesn't have a ton of time. He's had a bunch of injuries, though, but he's got that big arm. We'll see if they bring him in. Are the Patriots bad? I don't know. They almost beat Seattle. They're 1-1. Are the Dolphins bad?
It's hard for you to answer that question.
Maybe.
Yeah, you got too much emotions in that team.
I do, but even when Tua came in and before the concussion, he had 3 picks.
Yeah.
Is that offense predictable now? Again, you just your Mike McDaniel looking face is like upsetting me. The Bears. Talk more about them.
Yeah.
Did you watch the whole game last night?
I did watch the game.
Did you see anything on offense that was promising?
Yeah, I think Caleb was better this week from week 1.
He was, but
just to see him improve is good. And you know what? They were a good team. We had a lot of misconnections. I think our offensive line is very weak. If we can fix that, I think we still win 10 games this season.
Oh, I think you're insane.
No, if we can fix that offensive line.
I think you're insane. I think he makes a ton of rookie mistakes, and I think it's going to take a long time for him to get over. He thinks he's at USC. He can scramble, and chuck one up against Pac-12 bullshit defenses, and he can't do that in the NFL, and it caught up to him last night. Hopefully he learns from his mistakes.
Yeah.
He gets watching the tape, and he doesn't throw these ridiculous passes that he got away with at USC.
Yeah, well, the problem is you had Stroud making those ridiculous connections last night. And maybe he saw that and was like, I can do that, but he's just not there yet.
Stroud's on a different kind of team. That defense is solid.
But even he was scrambling and throwing off his back foot. Man, he made some good connections.
He did. He also made some really bad throws.
That's true.
But Stroud is a superior player, and he He's an interesting kid too. Comes off the field, thanks Lord and Savior Jesus Christ right away. Like does that thing. He's got some faith. He's got some. I don't know. I'm fairly. I grew up Catholic, so I have my suspicions. So
But I'm not giving up on the Bears. They're not going to win the Super Bowl, but I'm not giving up on them just yet.
Yeah.
As long as they keep improving, I think we're going to see good things.
Yeah. Yeah. We'll see. I don't see anything out of that offense that looks like they're going to turn it around in the next few weeks. Are the Ravens a bad team? The Ravens are 0-2.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, God. Lost to the Raiders. I understand the Chiefs because the Chiefs, they get every break. They're going to win every damn game that's close. They snuck away another one yesterday.
Didn't I pick them to go all the way this year?
Probably.
I think I did. Yeah, 0-2 is a rough start.
Probably. That's why old Taylor Swift's hanging on. She wants the three-peat. The Jags.
Mm-hmm.
Jags don't look good. The Jags don't look good. Trevor Lawrence is supposed to be this generational quarterback. I argue with my Jags friend Richie Valentine that he was the man, and I think Richie's he's hard on his team, but he might be right on this. They may not have their guy yet. Titans look like trash. Colts look bad. Anthony Richardson looks like he's struggling mightily.
Mm-hmm.
Will Levis with the Titans struggling mightily. The Rams look like they might be running a fire sale soon, and the Broncos look terrible. Best teams, the Chiefs. It's not even close. Yeah. It seems like it's not even just Mahomes. It's just the way they get every break. They get like, how do you win when the refs are against you? Like, how do you do it?
Yeah,
I don't see it.
Are the refs just Taylor Swift fans? Is that what it is?
They're like, can we just get her autograph, please? I just want one of her.
Well, they didn't help themselves. I think I saw a photo online, like one of the refs switched jerseys with Mahomes or something like that.
Oh, see, that they should be fired.
That could be an AI thing. I should look into that. But
they should be fired if that did happen. The Bills look good. I mean, they beat up on my Dolphins, but they look good. Josh Allen looked solid. He finds a way to collapse, especially when it comes to the playing the Chiefs. But maybe getting rid of Stephon Diggs, who I think is a fantastic receiver, is now in the Texans. Mm-hmm. Maybe getting rid of him is like a headache that they just didn't need. I don't know. I thought they were going to be very diminished without Diggs, but the offense seems to not miss it, and they don't need that drama. Allen seems to be re-energized, and he seems like he's got something going. Are the Saints good? The Saints are whooping ass. They beat the hell. I mean, they beat the Panthers and no one cared, but they beat the hell out of the Cowboys in Dallas.
Yeah.
Are the Saints good? I don't know.
It'll be interesting to see them come back.
We'll see, but they're certainly not bad. The Texans are strong. 49ers got beat, but they're going to be okay, I think. Mm-hmm. I just don't think they're going to get there. I don't know if I don't believe in Brock Purdy as much as a lot of people do. Cowboys. They're the Cowboys. I think they'll make the playoffs.
They always make the playoffs.
They'll get banged out early.
They always tank.
And then the Eagles. I think the Eagles are a really good team, but we'll see. We'll see what's happening tonight. But that Bears game we went over a little bit, but 10 games. You're crazy.
I haven't given up on them yet.
10 games. All right, we got one more pick for tonight. We put it on Instagram and I put it on X. What do we have?
Falcons at Eagles, and we took the over at 46.
I mean, make it easy on me, baby. Over 46. Let's get some points. I hope they're scoring right now. And what was the second one?
Devontae Smith over 72.5 receiving yards.
That's it. My boy Smitty. I think A.J. Brown's out, so he's going to be the number one target. Hopefully he steps up and makes that money, makes us some money. All right. And last but not least, okay, so back to it. We went 1-3, and we're 3-7 in NFL, 8-14 on the season for the PTP. Ooh,
what was it? 8 what?
8-14.
Oh, we're over 50. Over 500. I mean, right?
I don't think you know that.
8 and what?
8-14.
8-14.
Yeah.
8 wins.
8 wins, 14 losses.
Okay, I think 8-14. I definitely fucked that up. Yeah.
8-22. All right, and what's Sammy's pick?
All right, well, first up, it was Bears at Texans. I took the Bears +6.
And we know how that ended?
Texans 19-13.
All right, so you're good at math. What's that math?
Well, that's not +6. It's
like,
at 6. I'm sorry.
It's
it is.
6.
It's not a win, though. It's a push.
God,
it was so frustrating watching. Just give me that damn field goal, anything.
I know. So, hey, not a loss.
Not a loss, no.
You're 0 wins, 1 loss, and 1 push.
Yeah.
We'll take it.
Yep.
All right, and now we got the dog of the week.
Mm-hmm.
Ruff. And we got Rocco S. Tansberry.
He's so adorable.
So cute. There's Rocco.
Dog of the week pick was Browns at Jaguars. I took the Browns +3.
And how'd they do?
Cleveland 18-13.
They won outright.
Yeah,
Rocco's a good boy.
Absolutely.
Good dog.
Good win, doggy.
He's wearing the what's that Lion King? Who's the bad guy or the good guy?
Is it
James
Simba?
Earl Jones.
Oh wait, no, that's the
Mufasa.
dad. Mufasa. There we go.
He's wearing in his Mufasa costume. Yeah, we forgot to do that tie-in last week.
Oh, that's true.
So congrats, Rocco. We'll do another dog of the week for Wednesday's or Thursday's show. So if you got a dog, send in a picture, let us know, and we'll let him know if he's a good doggy or not.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll give Bill a parlay ticket for winning this. Maybe I won't. I'm not sure if I want him enriched. I don't know if I need him having a credit on the old PGP. Dog of the week is 1-1. Sorry we didn't win any parlay tickets for Kitty, Jackie, or Johnny. We tried. Only the Bama bet hit, and everything else was hot garbage. All right. You know what's not hot garbage? Game day food.
Oh, never.
You getting hungry?
I'm so hungry right now.
Let's hope this isn't garbage game day food. All right, let's start it.
Is this game day food?
Sammy.
Yeah.
Time for everybody's favorite eating game, Kitty.
Is this game day food?
See, she's back.
Nails it.
We got our producer extraordinaire, Kitty Keeley, with us. Thanks, Kitty.
Yeah.
Also a winner of the parlay ticket that didn't cash, but thanks for asking an Ask the PTP question.
Thanks for answering.
Absolutely. Etiquette is my specialty. I'm a
Yes.
very polite boy. Sammy, what do we got today?
We have the new Subway dippers. There's 3 different styles, but we're going to start off with the pepperoni and cheese.
Okay.
I'm
Okay.
going to grab that one. It is marked.
They're wrapped like this.
Yeah. So they're foot-long rollers.
Okay.
They're $6 each, so they're really not super expensive.
Okay. You see what they look like. There's a lot of paper in this.
Yeah.
We may be eating fresh, but we're not good for the environment here. It looks like a Mexi Melt a little bit.
Ooh.
Yeah. And now there's a dipping sauce here, Sammy.
So there's,
Oh,
yeah,
there's
there's a
two.
couple. This one is the Chipotle, Baja Chipotle.
Is that supposed to complement? That's probably for the chicken, though,
And they
right?
had 3 different ones, and
Okay.
honestly, for the price I was paying, I was like, "You're gonna make me pay for more sauce." I'm like, "Just give me the one."
Okay. Well, thanks for doing it for the bit. All right. Cheers, everyone. Let's try these.
Cheers.
Now, I'm a big pepperoni fan.
Yeah.
That's my go-to pizza topping. What about you, Sam?
Oh yeah, pepperoni is the way to go.
Kitty?
Pepperoni and some kind of vegetable.
Kitty, not so much.
No.
Kitty's
Not
more
much
of
of
the sausage and... Okay.
I'm gonna try it with the dip.
Okay.
I made up my mind.
You made up your mind.
Uh huh.
Okay. I made up my mind. All right. Everyone in America knows 6.4 or higher to be game day food. All right. But Kitty gave this a 5.6.
I think she liked it a little more than that. I think she gave it a 6.2.
Okay.
Hold
Kitty?
it here. Wait. 5.5.
Ooh,
Yeah.
we're close on that
Yeah.
one.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. What's your thoughts on it, Kitty?
I thought it was a little dry, to be honest. Maybe the sauce would be a little bit better, but and just not being a huge pepperoni fan myself,
All right. 5.6.
Yep.
5.5. I give it a 5.6. Pretty close. Pretty
Yeah.
close. What do you think Sammy gave this, Kitty?
I think Sammy liked it. I gave him a 6.2.
I gave him a 6.1.
4.1.
Ooh,
Wow.
Big negative.
Hated it for
Ugh.
1,000 different reasons.
Okay.
I will wait if you'd like, but it is
No. Trash, in your opinion. Trash.
This
Just
is what
trash.
you get. This is half of what you get for $6.
Yeah,
And it's all bread.
it is.
Yeah, it was very
Remember,
dry.
you used to get a whole foot long for $5.
I know.
$5 foot long.
No.
Yeah.
Now it's like they give you this, like, okay, we know we fucked up on prices, so
Yeah.
here's a flaccid version of a sandwich you can get for $6.
Now, are we agreeing that this is a tortilla?
It's no, it's like a pita,
A pita?
like a flatbread.
Oh.
All right. Now, what did I give this, gang? Kitty, what did I give this?
I thought you liked it. I said 6.4.
Sammy?
5.3.
5.3, Sammy.
Wow.
Nailed it.
Too
5.3.
dry for you, too.
Too dry. Wasn't anything there. All right, let's try the chicken now.
All right.
All right, I'm gonna, because I didn't like the first one. I like there's a random piece of lettuce there.
Wait, she
Didn't want it.
she
Lettuce?
dropped one of them inside the lettuce container when she was making
Oh,
it.
well,
Looks
there
like
you
got the
go.
lucky
Lucky you. You just ruined that oatmeal for him.
You
Oh
want to trade?
No.
She hate lettuce that much?
no,
Mm.
no! I just
No.
don't like food dropped
like
in random
food
things and then like, oh,
It was-
carry on.
It was fresh lettuce though.
Okay, eat fresh. All right, chicken and cheese. All right. Now, at this point, we kind of know what we're dealing with.
Mm-hmm.
See if we're going up or down. Now, I'm a big pepperoni guy.
Mhm.
All right, Kitty gave the first one a 5.5.
Yep.
But I'll tell you some inside intel. Not a pepperoni fan. So
All right.
I'm thinking she goes straight up to a 5.9.
Okay.
What do you think, Sam?
I'm also saying 5.8.
Yeah.
I think she definitely liked it better.
Kitty?
I did 6.0.
6.0, right there.
Almost,
Yeah.
God, I just missed it.
Almost. Okay.
All right, what was the first score you gave, Sam?
4.1.
4.1. I think you like this better. What do you think you gave this, Kitty?
I said Sam scored it at a 5.2.
I got him at a 4.7.
4.5.
Ah, it did go
Not
up
much
a little
better,
bit.
huh?
It was a little bit better than
didn't
pepperoni.
get
I
over
think the
that, huh?
It was like one layer of pepperoni across the whole thing. It just wasn't enough to make up for all that
Yeah.
bread. The chicken was a little meatier.
All right.
Yeah.
So I gave 5.3 on the pepperoni. What do you think I gave this, Kitty?
5.9.
5.9. What do you think, Sam?
5.3.
5.7.
Oh,
5.7. We're
yeah,
right
yeah.
about there. All right. Now let's bang out some of these desserts real quick.
Now, hopefully they have a savior.
So none of this is game day
Not
food.
game
just
day
yet.
food yet.
How is
They
that
also
sauce, Kitty?
sell these, they call them sidekicks. They have the foot-long churro.
Mm.
1 foot long! But you
Wow.
guys are going to have to like, take a bite from both ends, and
Yeah.
I'll just take the leftovers.
There you go. There you go.
Oh, thank you.
Churro. That's a real like carnival food.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
And you're basically carnival folk, Sammy. So let's
I'm right on the border.
Right.
right on the border.
cheers. Let's see what we got on this one. Okay.
You rating or thumbs up or thumbs down? How you want to do it?
Rating. Well, we'll do it quick. Okay. 6.4 or better. Kitty, you gave this a 5.1.
5.0.
5.1.
Sorry,
Oh, you're
Sammy.
so
Oh,
close.
no, because I don't actually know your sweet tastes, you
Mhm.
know? So I'm saying right there, they're like 5.2.
Yeah, yeah. All right. And what do you think Sammy gave this?
4.3.
Yeah, I got him at also a 4.3.
Mm-hmm.
I liked it better than the rollers. I'm going to say 4.9.
Really?
Mhm.
Okay. And what do you think I gave this?
I said 4.0.
4.5.
4.1.
Ah,
We're right there.
right
We're right
there.
there.
It was
Yeah.
too chewy.
Chewy, old tasting,
yeah.
not fresh
No.
in the
A
slightest.
good churro should have a little bit more moisture to it. It was
Yeah.
very dry.
Yeah.
All right. And now it's cookie party.
I am excited
Good-
for this.
Ooh,
Are you?
that looks
Foot-long cookie.
All right.
Wow.
Look, this has got some beef to it.
All right, let's
Yeah.
get into that.
Weighty.
All right.
Looks good.
There you go. Tear up that.
Ooh,
Okay.
it's soft,
Still
too.
warm. Mm-hmm.
So-
Well, they put them in the microwave
Wow.
right in that little oven of theirs.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right, Sam. Here you go. Cookie party. It's hard to screw up a chocolate chip cookie. All right. Did they do
You
it?
say that.
Did they do it? Okay. Sam, you got Kitty score?
Yeah. I think you gave this, because you said what for this churro?
5.0.
I don't know. I think you like this better, 5.7.
Okay. Kitty gave this a 6.5.
Close. I got 6.2.
6.2 does not qualify.
Nope, not quite.
Does not qualify. All right, Sammy, what did you give this?
Um,
Wait. Kitty, what do you think he gave this?
I think Sam gave it a 4.8.
Oh, I think he liked this. He gave this a 6.7.
6.5.
Oh, big
It
winner.
was chocolatey. It was gooey.
Mm.
They almost screwed it up, though. You said it's hard to screw up, and they were close.
Yeah.
If you wrap a regular chocolate chip cookie in a wet paper towel and put it in the microwave for like
Yeah.
15 seconds, that's what you're getting here.
Right.
And there's not much to it. What do you think I scored this? Kitty, what do you think?
I said 6.0.
After that, I'm saying 5.1.
I did give it a 6.4.
Oh,
Two, like,
nice.
threw you off for a loop.
I just think that when that cools down, it's not gonna.
Oh, when
it's
it
gonna
cools
be
down.
awful.
This is
Like,
you
you
eat hot
gotta
or
eat
you
it
throw
right
it away.
away, or you're in
But
trouble.
you got here a little while ago. We didn't have these like fresh out of the oven.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
So I think there is some quality control with that. The churro, though, blarf.
Yeah,
You
that
can't
was
say that.
complete blarf.
Blarf. So did anyone else? Did we get any?
I
Yeah.
think the cookie.
The
made
cookie
it.
is the only
cookie.
thing that made it
That's
for
it.
you and I. Kitty did not
No, I
qualify.
still don't.
All right, Subway, try harder. You're having all these meetings where you're saying we panic. We need to do things better.
Yeah.
Try subs.
And this was the best idea you came
Try
up with.
subs.
Try subs better.
What you're known
Instead
for.
of rolling up a bunch of bread and stuffing a tiny slice of meat in it and going like, "This is something new. We just created something." Try to do subs better, Subway. All right, thank you. This has been a wonderful installment of
Is this game day food?
Every time. All right, what's next? Sammy, before we get to what's in the news, I have an apology to make right away. To you, which is
Really?
rare.
This is okay. I'm interested. Everybody, let's calm down and hear what the man has to say.
Well, I was making like you're real Ira the pirate for not getting the extra sauces, but tell us all how much that order of garbage from
Garbage,
Subway
yeah.
costs?
It was just shy of $50, like 49 and some change.
$50
For that crap.
for some dippers, a churro, and a cookie.
Yeah.
What is going on? Maybe we'll get to this in the news segment. Sammy, what else is in the news?
All right. The Jane's Addiction reunion might be ending abruptly after lead singer Perry Farrell attacked guitarist Dave Navarro during a concert.
So, you saw this, right?
I did.
Okay. Perry singing. It was a Friday the 13th concert in Boston. Nothing good is going to happen
No.
Friday the 13th in Boston.
Especially in Boston. Yeah.
Right. Especially when you're Perry Farrell and you look like as they say, a queer. Get it together, Boston. Those words aren't welcome in 2024. But Perry gets all upset on stage and he throws a shoulder at Dave Navarro and then throws a punch at him. It goes crazy on him.
Yeah.
The wife comes out, says she posted something on Instagram, says, Perry was upset that the vocals were being drowned out and the music was too loud and he was having trouble singing. I guess they've done a couple of dates, but the reviews have not been all that good. A review of a Tampa show hinted at brewing tensions between Farrell and Navarro. It said Farrell launched into many nonsensical rants about cow pastures, mushrooms, Sammy,
Hey.
surfing, living in Florida, and arguing with his brother about politics while chugging a full bottle of wine throughout the performance.
Who could argue about living in Florida? I mean, come on.
I don't know. In Tampa, he was okay. At one point during one of his ramblings, Navarro deliberately cranked out a loud, piercing chord on his guitar as almost to silence and get the show back on track. As almost to silence Farrell. Perry had also expressed frustration over apparent vocal issues. He said, "Something's wrong with my voice, guys. I can't get the notes out all of a sudden." Well, that's what warm-up's for. That's what rehearsal's for,
Right.
Perry. People came out. They paid a lot of money to see you guys. They were supposed to be on tour with Aerosmith. They were supposed to open for Aerosmith. Aerosmith bailed, and then they got on a co-headlining tour with Love and Rockets. Anybody know a Love and Rockets song?
No.
I mean, I know two, but I'm exceptional.
Crazy. Yeah.
They do a song called So Alive, which is a fantastic song. But Love and Rockets from the 90s, they don't have a ton of hits.
No.
Also a song called No New Tale to Tell. Maybe
Oh.
somebody's heard that one. But anyways,
I had to just look it up because I couldn't remember his age, but he's 65 years old.
is Perry 65?
Wow.
He's 65, and he looks every bit of 50s
Yeah.
and 60s. And the video is just so outrageously pathetic.
Yeah.
The fact that he's even still relevant, he has no reason to be upset about anything.
He must be worth some money, right? Because he
think
kind of
so.
created Lollapalooza.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, so he's got to have he's got to get a royalty every time that
Yeah.
comes out.
Yeah, he's making it.
And that thing makes a ton of money.
Yeah.
So I think he was the founder of Lollapalooza. They haven't played together in 15 years, Jane's Addiction. And Dave Navarro posted something, and it was basically good night, and it was him with a guitar, and I think it was I'm done with this guy.
He should be.
I'm done.
Yeah.
65, you're chugging a bottle of wine all night on stage, doing that. You got to be on point, man.
He's not famous enough to get away with that.
Not famous enough to get away with it. He's not Mick Jagger. I'm a much bigger Dave Navarro fan than I am Perry.
Yes.
So, and I read today while I was researching this, REO Speedwagon announced today that they are done touring due to irreconcilable differences. Why can't people just talk
Yeah.
and compromise and just figure out how to do life? REO Speedwagon, come on. They're getting up, they're singing their tunes. They're not young. There's no way they're not 65 plus.
No.
Mhm.
The old Speedwagon's hanging it up too.
The old Speedwagon.
The old
I
Speedwagon.
think I'm over a lot of these older bands coming back. It was fun.
It was,
Was it?
but who else is out there?
No, that's true. There's a reason that they're back because there's not a lot of good touring bands right now that are that big.
You just go and you expect them to look like they did in the 70s.
Yeah.
Oh, you don't look like that anymore.
Back in the day, Kitty and I saw a lot of Elton John and Billy Joel concerts,
Yes.
and now we're like, who would we even listen to anymore?
Right? I don't know. There's nobody left.
We've aged out pretty quickly. So there's not a lot of bands that you're going to pay a high price to see.
Not pay that much, no.
So I don't know. I think the Speedwagon's done though, and looks like Jane's Addiction is too. Sammy, what else is in the news?
All right. Chipotle has started testing robots to make salads and bowls as labor costs are rapidly increasing.
Okay, the writing's on the wall.
Yep.
Go to a grocery store and see how many cashiers they have left. It's all automated. But these jobs are going to go, and that's going to be a major problem for the economy, right? Now, I would love if robots made all my food because I'm a
Germ-free.
germaphobe. And I've gone into places and they're like, touching the cash register.
Fixing their hair.
And they're fixing their hair. They've just come out of the bathroom with a double flusher, and they're like, "What can I make?" I'm like, "You're gonna change those gloves," and I'm also leaving a double flusher.
Ew.
Why did you make me say that, Sam? So they've started using robots in a few California locations. They have the Avocado machine. It can cut and
That's
peel avocados in roughly 26 seconds, which I make a lot of guacamole. Very good at it, actually, right, Kitty?
Yes, quite good.
So it's a labor-intensive job. The avocado, if you're selling a ton of guac, is probably a good thing. And then the robots make salads and bowls. I don't know. I think the jobs we're gonna need, but I kind of like that we're coming up with creative ideas to be a little more sanitary.
I do like the avocado.
You like the avocado?
That's great.
Such a bad pun.
But
But it's warranted. I get it.
yeah,
I get it.
if you're gonna have like a machine do it, you think that it would be cleaner, but you just don't know. Still,
Yeah,
they
who's-
could.
how often are they cleaning that thing?
Right? Someone's got to take care of it.
It's-
And what if you tell them you want a little bit more sour cream? They'd be like, no.
Right. Maybe they'll blast you with a laser.
Right? Did you?
I feel like there's gonna be a cleaner robot that cleans the avocado robot,
Probably.
and it's all gonna be fine.
Yeah.
There we go.
Sure, the rise of the machines is coming. Sure,
Yes.
it's all going to go down. They make these. Liz sent me this story about this sex robot that apparently can say no if she's feeling pressured. Why program that? Like, it's called Samantha. This is an older article. But Samantha, you have to seduce her. She's a robot.
You gotta work.
Wow.
If you have to seduce a woman robot, you're not seducing a regular woman. You're not good at that.
Right?
You can't do it with a woman. So
Maybe if you're
Practice.
doing it for practice, yes.
Right.
Maybe if it's okay, let me get over. But yeah,
I saw something about robotics, and I might be talking out of my notes here, but I saw something where they were like, yeah, we keep building these robots and they're getting good, and we build these sex robots, but they're so strong, like if they malfunction, they're gonna rip stuff off of you.
it'll be the best and the last hand job of your life.
It's really aggressive. The ultimate. Because that's the last one.
Don't piss off that robot.
That's the last one. But yeah. And how long before we're going to have to tip 40% to the avocado machine?
To the robot.
Like, the robots are going to be like...
That's
There's a
actually
plus. Yeah.
that's where the fight between man and machine starts. Is when the robots start asking for tips. Man's gonna be like, okay, that's it, I'm done.
I'll go on my rants again about quality and service and expected tips. It's out of control. You got people not tipping.
Mm.
People texted me after the episode on etiquette about what do you tip for takeout, and they're like, I used to tip $10 and now I tip nothing. I
Yeah,
used to tip
thank
10%.
you, everybody. You're fighting the man.
Listen, if I'm not tipping anymore if you got a bad attitude.
Yes.
If you're like, here, that's where you leave your tip. I'm like, that's where I do not leave my tip. I will leave this here and walk away. We have not signed any agreement that says I have to walk away with this stupid sandwich.
How much do you think I tipped today at Subway?
Oh, $0.
Absolutely zero.
$0.
Absolutely. They did not get an extra penny from me after that $50 bill.
$50 bill from
$50.
Subway.
But the
Oh.
avocado wants 20%.
Yeah, the avocado one's funny. It's a good impression.
Thank
You know what?
you.
I think a
I'm starting
robot.
to like this avocado more.
All right. Well, once again, it's all going downhill. Some nerd's gonna program, fall in love with some sex robot, and we're all gonna be dead.
Yikes.
And the nerds are gonna win because it's like, I've never felt the love of a woman before. Thanks, Samantha. I'll do whatever you want,
Yeah.
including pressing this nuclear button. Yeah, we're all goners. But girls, be nicer to some of these nerds. They're gonna destroy us all.
Yeah, our future depends on it.
Our future depends on it. I'm all for the sex robot. Okay, I'm all for legalized prostitution. It's happening anyways. We did it with drugs. We said, well, we're all doing drugs anyways, just legalize drugs. Well, there's prostitution everywhere. It's been around for a while.
Not going away.
Yeah, so maybe get some of these involuntary celibates a little bit of fun, and they won't go crazy on us and start opening fire. I'm just saying.
Maybe.
Maybe there's some solutions out there that don't require so much government interference. On that note, thanks for watching, everybody. I love ending on a very controversial note.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Keep
Legalized prostitution. All right.
Yeah, good night. I'm not saying force people into prostitution. I'm saying if they're already doing it, maybe give them health care. If anyone needs health care,
If anybody.
it's a discount prostitute.
And the day they legalize it, I am going to have to call my boss for a raise.
Yeah. Back in business, this one. I know what I can do. There's no way you're as good as intercourse as you make like you are. There's no way. All right. Well, I know some people that can attest to it. I'll have to talk to them. All right. Thanks for watching. Please follow us on X at Points Taken Pod, Instagram, Points Taken Pod, Facebook, and of course, YouTube. We will be back on for the Thursday show. Lots of picks, hopefully some winners, and we will see you then. Thanks for watching. As always, thanks, Kitty.
You bet. Thank you.
Thanks, Sammy. See you guys soon.